Coca-Cola.
I've got a Red Bull.
You got a
Caffeine.
Red Bull.
Need some caffeine.
WikiPod! 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 Now it's WikiPod!
Hey, listener, how are you? We are back for another installment of the WikiPod, the podcast where we read every single Wikipedia article on the wikipedia.org website, one random article at a time, providing very valuable
Infotainment.
apolitical, and
Analysis.
provided to you, the listener, for free. Fuck you, you're welcome.
You should be paying us for this, but you're not, so.
It's fine, you know, we don't expect your fucking money because we don't, you know, it's like the same way you can't get blood from a stone, you know, we can't get any money from our loser
We just want you
listeners.
to acknowledge that it is a gift from us.
Well, we acknowledge it, and that's enough. I'd be surprised if you could acknowledge that you've been able to breathe today.
Yeah,
How
I
stupid you
mean,
are.
they are pretty useless. Like our listeners.
Yep, we do this for them. We do this for you, listener, and it's not because we do it for love. We started out of love, but now we just do it.
It's out of hate now. We're hate pod.
Spiteful.
Hate pod. Hate pod.
Spitefully. Speaking of people we hate, how's P. Diddy doing?
Diddy watch? P. Diddy still not dead. He has not Epsteined himself yet.
My suspicion is he's going to go the way of the Lady Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Just
Start naming names.
Just zip it.
Not
Not
naming names.
Not naming names. She's zipping it.
Oh, zipping it.
Just
But you
zipping
think he's going to live out the rest of his days in prison?
I don't know. He might get out.
Let me just tell you this right now.
He could beat the charges. He could be totally innocent.
What's going to happen? I already know. He's going one day. He's just going to it's just going to be like Louis C.K. coming back. Like all of a sudden, it's okay again.
Yeah. Hey, here's a Grammy.
Exactly.
Here's a Grammy. You
He's
fucking
going to win a
pervert.
Grammy. Like when did this guy come out of prison?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, here's the thing with Louis C.K. is he technically didn't do anything illegal. It's
No.
just
Shameful.
grimy and shameful, and moreover was how intensely and for how long he tried to keep it a secret
Yeah.
that he was doing it. It was like,
Wait,
and it wasn't like an open secret because people weren't saying shit about it.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it was like, no, he was actively trying to like keep people quiet about it.
So, where did we land on Louis C? Like, I really loved his stand-up, and I thought he was funny.
I still love his stand-up. I still think back to bits he did that were like
They're great.
incredibly talented. But the truth of the matter is like
He's a sex pest.
we live in a sexist society where women are treated as if they're not full-fledged human beings, and that's how he decided to treat women in his workplace.
Now he's come back, and has he changed? Where are you on for forgiveness of these people?
I don't fucking care.
You don't care?
No.
What do you mean? You have no opinion, or you just
I just don't care.
You're not going to. You don't forgive them.
I mean, it's a weird thing where I guess it's a form of not forgiving, but at the same time, it's like what difference does it make if I forgive him or not?
It matters.
I'm not going to buy it. I don't want to go see him in concert because it's gross. All I can think about is him standing in the way of a doorway saying, "Can I please jerk off to you?" in front of somebody whose employment depends on whether or not she's cool with him jerking off in front of her. And yeah, that's all I can think about when I see the guy now. And a guy who basically was like, "I'm not apologizing for it."
I just wonder how
He did do the best Notes app apology of all time. He did I've done a lot of talking. Now I'm going to step back and do some listening.
Okay. I just feel I just wonder about that. How do you I just think there should be the world.
Listen, is the best gift you can give yourself is forgiving somebody for something they don't deserve. I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, forgiveness is honestly apologies and forgiveness. They're not for the people they hurt. They're for them. They're to absolve themselves. It's
yeah.
I don't.
That's what I said. It means nothing to me.
Yeah, but
it's what I mean when I say I don't care because it means nothing.
His apology isn't for
No,
him. It wasn't for you. It was for him.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
how do you I just wonder
as a fan, he's tainted my opinion of him.
That's fine. That's fine
yeah.
too. But are there people are there people that can I believe that everybody can come back.
Sure, everybody
And they
is
should be.
everybody is worthy of redemption, but when it comes to being an artist, no one owes you anything.
No, I understand.
Like
that too.
you aren't. The Australian music group TISM, which stands for This Is Serious, Mum, very famously said, "You only get the audience you deserve." So no one decides what their audience is going to be. You know, when you're an artist, you don't determine what your art is for.
So
that's what people decide. People make a choice individually to
So
decide
what you're
whether or
saying
not.
is that
Yeah.
the 6 people that listen to our podcast,
Yes.
we've earned that. We deserve them.
We do deserve them, and unfortunately,
Even though
I don't
they're
know
terrible?
I don't know what we did to deserve it. We obviously did something wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
it was. Maybe it's the fact that I'm ambivalent to Louis C.K. that I don't give it. And
Yeah.
here's the thing that I will say. At first, it turned me off when there would be certain comedians that I was a fan of who would be like coming out in defense of Louis C.K. after he got outed and just being like, hey, cut the guy some slack. Like, he went through this, he went through this thing. He's remorseful. What are you going to do? Be mad at him forever? And at first, that was kind of like something where I was just like, oh, now I don't know if I like that person. But I'm like, I can't live my fucking life that way. Just like policing whether or not people forgive certain people or not.
Yeah.
That's not my place to say. So that's what I also mean by I don't fucking care. Like, if I think somebody's funny, I'm like, hell yeah. If I find out I don't 100% align with them, like, on most things, varying on the degrees of the things that we agree or disagree on, it's like I listened occasionally to like old Opie and Anthony clips. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, is Anthony Cumia a racist, fascist piece of shit? Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Does that affect my opinion of his comedy? Yeah, a great deal. But here's the thing: some of the shit from the Opie and Anthony show,
It's
some of the funniest. Like, without a doubt, will make anybody laugh. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Shane Gillis.
Here's my thing. I don't know what his politics are. Don't particularly care. He's never really made me laugh that much.
Really?
Really.
I watched his show Tires, and
I tried it, and
I thought it was great.
It didn't grab me.
It was. I thought it was pretty excellent.
What's his deal? He's like us. He's apolitical, right?
He's pretty apolitical.
He
like
seems like a cool guy.
He's kind of like he's like our peers, like Theo Vaughn and Joe
Yes.
Rogan.
Yes.
The
Well,
people
Joe
that-
Rogan is very much not apolitical anymore. He's fully to the right.
Did I tell you that I couldn't finish that Joe Rogan was on.
Oh yeah, you were going off on that,
dude.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Nice.
It was incredible. It sounded
You were saying they stole our flow.
like it
Theo
was
Vaughn and Joe Rogan.
there was I was literally listening. I wanted to. I just stopped because I couldn't stop. I couldn't focus on anything else, and I was driving, and I didn't want to die. So
So you had to pull over and
I
listen
had to
it?
pull over and listen, and then I stopped because it was like, this is taking up too much of my life. They never complete a thought.
What are the categories?
I think you pick there. But
yeah, my category.
You're gonna pick. You
my
pick
category
first.
is going to be some sort of preservative,
Oh, okay.
like a food preservative.
Yeah. My category is gonna be what's it called? Like roads, but not road. Like I want to encompass all roads. Like
Like a path.
like a man-made thoroughway. Like covering train tracks,
Okay, all right, I see.
roads,
What about-
bridges.
Now, what about ship lanes, like in the sea?
Like the Panama Canal will count, but I don't think
well, there are shipping lanes though. In the
there are
ocean.
shipping lanes, but they're not. They're not like made. They're plotted.
They
That's
are
totally
plotted.
different. It's totally different because
Not-
because you don't have to break ground or
That's true.
or like I'm
Did they set up buoys to mark those?
No, it's all done. Well,
all
when
done
you get in shore you do a little bit, but when you're out in the ocean, the shipping lanes are totally there's no buoys out
It's
there.
all like It's all like compasses.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Satellite.
satellite bullshit and that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't want to count those. I'm just saying
Okay.
like
So but man-made canals do
like
count.
a canal.
Erie
A canal I will
Yeah.
take. The Erie Canal, the
Yeah.
Panama Canal.
Isn't it crazy that they're talking about seriously talking about taking the Panama Canal back,
Oh yeah.
which is insane.
Well, it's insane because it doesn't do that much money. like it's a
Yeah, it's stupid.
like
it's kind of like how building the wall is such a big point of when talking about immigration in the United States, they're talking about building a wall on the southern border, and it's just how inconsequential foot traffic of
so dumb.
people go illegally crossing the border.
It's just
how
to
little
say
that,
something. It's just to say something to get people.
It's purely performative, and it's funny because all these
which is genius, actually. Like
all these C words are saying that all you liberal soy boys, you're just doing performative justice or performative what is it? Performative empathy, performative
garbage.
It was virtue signaling. That's the
Virtue
catcher.
yeah,
They
yeah.
love saying virtue signaling, but it's just what the fuck is any of the shit that you do?
But they make fun of us for
It's called-
virtue signaling, and then you kill a CEO, and now it's all there's something
Oh,
wrong
how
with you.
dare you?
How
That
dare
man
you?
had children,
Dude,
That
oh.
was a man.
Oh my gosh! It's
Men have
terrorism.
rights.
It's reprehend. Oh, dude.
Men have rights.
Ethel Cain. You heard about Ethel Cain?
Who the fuck is that?
Ethel Cain is a trans woman country artist. I haven't really listened to her music, but I am now all about it because they were yapping about her on some Fox channel because she said, "What choice do we have left? Protesting doesn't work, voting doesn't work, so now it's time to just start killing CEOs. So they're so afraid
That's
that
sick.
dude."
Yeah, so they changed their minds.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
and they were talking about how it's just terrible to do that. Like it's just the worst kind of thing. The worst, and I'm in my brain. I'm like, wait a minute.
Remember when Toby Keith did "We'll put a boot in your ass"? It's the American way. It's what the fuck are you fucking? God, yeah, it's so fucking. It's just the double standards of shit, dude. It's just
I'm totally fine with people being shit kickers, being all pro America, wanting
I'm
to
not.
listen.
Apolitical podcast.
Don't you're cutting me off early on it.
Sorry.
I'm okay with you being yeah, we're the best in the world. Have that fucking American exceptionalism idea.
I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm just clarifying that.
It's
I am not.
okay to have that as long as you're ready to start offing CEOs because they're ruining American exceptionalism. There's no reason in the world why we shouldn't have
Yeah,
the
if
best.
you love this country, so much,
you
why
should
don't
love the
want
people
best-
in the country.
Why don't you want what's best for the citizens?
Yeah, you should.
Well, because the truth is they don't.
Yeah.
They want what's best for the in group because they're a bunch of racist fascists.
Just the rich people. Just the rich people. Because
Yeah.
even the right winger poor people, once it comes down to it, when dude, they're all about that CEO getting killed. You cannot find a person who makes less than $70,000 a year who's going to say that guy didn't deserve
No,
to get a pull.
I've heard people who are this. There are people who are fucking bootlickers who just hear all of their opinions on TV and want to be good people.
Those are mostly
and
boomers.
they get tricked into thinking. Well, I want to be. No, there's people our age who say that shit. Where they get tricked into.
I'm glad I
thinking
don't
that-
know them.
Yeah, they get tricked into thinking that their opinion matters on any fucking topic, and they say, "Oh, well, I actually want to be a good person. I don't think that person. I think it's wrong to celebrate anybody's death, but you celebrate death all the time in our.
The problem
culture.
is that when you have no other option, it'll be wrong to celebrate CEOs' deaths when CEOs aren't profiting off of hundreds of thousands of people dying. When CEOs aren't profiting off of denying cancer treatment, then it will be wrong to celebrate a CEO's death.
What was your category?
It was roads and
Roads.
man-made thoroughways.
What was mine? Preservatives.
Preservatives.
Okay, I'm gonna hit random. This is the WikiPod.
We love Luigi
everybody.
here still.
We love Luigi. We got nice. We got a landfill. We got the
Whoa.
Pfohl Brothers landfill.
Is it a road?
There's a road to it, but no, it's a landfill. It's a 120 acre.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I got so
landfill. You
close.
got really close because it
Wait,
is a man-made.
say
thing.
it again.
It's PFOHL
PFOHL.
space Brothers.
Brothers Landfill.
Yeah,
Got it.
You got it.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So we got.
Oh, it's a super fun site.
it's a super fund.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Super fun pod.
Hell yeah, super fund. The 120 acre, 0.49 square kilometer Pfohl Brother landfill was a privately owned and operated landfill in Cheektowaga, New York. The landfill accepted municipal and industrial waste from 1932 until 1971. Holy fuck, there's nothing good going in there.
No.
Nope,
Because nothing
nope.
is there. There hasn't been stuff there for 50 years, and it's still probably killing everything around it.
Absolutely. It is located a half-mile east of the Buffalo Niagara Niagara International Airport.
That's the first time I got to do that to you.
Yeah, fair enough. Listen, I like saying things silly sometimes. That's just it's a fun little listener. Here at the WikiPod, we like to have fun and do little silly things. Sometimes when you're reading an article about a landfill and you see Niagara, you want to read it phonetically, and you say Niagara International Airport instead of Niagara International Airport. You know what you can do, listener? You
Fuck
can
yourselves.
Shut the fuck up and listen, or turn it off. Fuck if I care. I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for you. Well, we are doing this for you, but you don't fucking deserve it, so shut the fuck up and listen up.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, live, laugh, love, fuck yourself. And sits on the north bank of Ellicott Creek. It's next to a creek. It's just like just seeping toxins into the groundwater. It's amazing. It lies west of Transit Road.
Ooh, if I got Transit Road, that would have been sick. It's got a hyperlink.
That's like one of those swings where it's not a foul, but you just like graze the ball, so the catcher has to like pop his glove up a little bit to catch it.
That's a foul.
No, if it grazes it.
Yeah, if it grazes it anyway, it's still a foul.
And if the catcher catches it, it's
on
an
the
out?
If it's the third strike, then it's an out. But it's still a foul.
Oh, okay.
It's
Wait,
a foul
I forget
tip
how
out.
baseball works.
It's okay. It's not worth explaining. This is not a sports pod. This is super
not a sports
fun.
pod. This is a landfill pod.
Yeah, landfill pod.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
about time.
Lies west of the Transit Road and south of the New York State Thruway and near Thruway Exit 49. It is bisected by Arrow Drive.
Yeah, everybody that lives near this landfill is probably dying of some kind of cancer.
Yeah, they're ill with some sort
they're
of malady.
ill. They're getting their care denied by their insurance companies.
Children are being born with gills and. Children are being born without toenails and
single legs. They're pretty much unilegged.
Yeah, like extra layers of skin. They're being born with like flippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you kind of wish you were born with flippers so you could swim faster?
No, because I've spent my entire life now murdering things with flippers.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't want to.
You don't want to identify with them,
right? And if I was in the water with like if I had to go now, this
their
is why
world.
I fear the ocean.
Oh, because they enter your world and then you eviscerate them.
Exactly. Listen, I'm not killing
them.
them.
If you were in their house, then you'd be like, oh fuck, I'm out of.
They shouldn't want to kill me because all I'm doing is taking care of the carcasses.
So what you're saying essentially is you're kind of like a health insurance CEO up in your ivory tower. Just moving numbers in a spreadsheet on a computer, deciding who lives or dies, and then one day you find yourself
in the water.
No, you find yourself. Well, that's you when you're at your shop and you're cleaning and gutting fish, right? That's you up in your ivory tower. Mm-hmm. But then one day you find yourself and you're on the street of Manhattan outside of a hotel.
Yeah.
That's you in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And then you got like a grouper standing behind you with a homemade silenced 3D printed pistol.
Yeah, well, a grouper is kind of that's more of a fierce thing. I would a better analogy would be
who do you think would take you out in the ocean? Swordfish?
Well, swordfish will take anybody out. They're just way aggressive. You got to be afraid of those fish all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if I was in the ocean, I'm sure that a small fish, like a little bluefish or what is it called, a scup or a porgy, that'd probably be the end of me.
Have you ever made porgy pierogies?
No, but porgy's delicious.
Could you make a pierogi out of it with the
I wouldn't want to. That sounds gross.
Not really. Potatoes and fish.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
potatoes and fish would probably be
potatoes.
Pretty good.
If you take 1 part potato, 1 part onions, and then 1 part fish, and you cook it all together, salt, pepper, white pepper, and oregano seasoning, and then you mash it all together, and then put it into little patties and fry it. Yeah, fish cakes, delicious.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
and then wrap that in some dough. You got pierogi? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just do it with a pierogi. That'd be a porgy pierogi.
Porgy pierogi.
That'd be delicious.
I'll make it next week.
Absolutely. All right, you heard it here first, listeners. So
We
we got
got
a
a-
little table here.
The table here. It says the Pfohl brothers. You see, it's got a P in the front, so I'm assuming the P is silent. So I'm just gonna
Pfohl.
Pfohl.
Pfohl's fine.
Pfohl brothers landfill. It's super fun site. Geography. This is the table. Geography. The town is Chickasaw, right?
That's fine.
Yeah. County is Erie County. Oh my gosh, this is right next to Lake Erie. This is so
Erie Canal. We were talking about canals.
Yeah, we were but the real issue is that this is a huge estuary and also a reservoir for fresh water.
Yeah, just looking at the map, there's so many bodies of water around this location.
It's so bad. It's so bad. State New York, the coordinates are 42 degrees, 56 feet, 37 inches north, and 78 degrees, 42 feet, 17 inches west. Then we got a map of New York, and there's just like a red dot next to sort of next to Canada.
Sort of just sandwiched between two massive bodies of water.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming lots of like river basins and stuff.
Yeah,
that
right
run
next
off
to
of that.
right next to Niagara Falls.
That just connect
Yeah.
to so many different waterways.
We got some information. We got the Cercilis.
It's all caps, so I think it's probably stands for something. It's CERCLISID, so
Yeah.
Circlus ID. Got NYD 980507495, and it's
Contaminants.
We got contaminants because it is a super fun
list
site.
of contaminants. We got base neutral acids, dioxins, dibens, fumarans,
Yep.
metals, PAH, PCBs.
PCBs are bad, right? What is that?
That's bad. I don't know.
Aren't they the forever chemicals?
No, that's PFABs.
PFAB, sorry.
And then we have there's probably PFABs in there. They're
be.
guaranteed.
Could be.
Persistent organic pollutants,
Jesus.
pesticides, and VOC.
What the VOC sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible.
What do you think it is?
It's vicious organic caustic. I don't know.
All right,
just
so
saying
we
things.
got Progress. It was proposed as a Superfund site May 10th, 1993. It was listed December 16th, 1994. Construction was completed April 11th, 2001. And it was deleted September 22, 2008. What does that mean, deleted? Like it's not a Superfund site anymore? Like they've contained it permanently? Or what does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
It's not,
I'm sure the article will explain what it
I
means.
doubt it, but well, anyway.
But it also links to a list of Superfund sites. We can't click to that. It goes against the rules.
This seems like a pretty good wiki article, actually.
This is rock solid.
Yeah.
Folks, strap in. You're in for a good one. We finally landed on a good one.
Nothing we really are really happy about, but like not unhappy about.
No. This is honestly kind of exactly what I was kind of hoping the majority of the articles we would get would be like actually like cool, interesting factoids. At least cool to me. I'm sure there's there's a lot of shit that's probably cool to people out there that like I just am completely bored by. But this is specifically
Superfund sites are pretty interesting
Listen,
to me.
we're East Coast guys. You know,
we live. I mean, we're recording in Tom's River, like a town that is basically a Superfund site.
Absolutely.
Ciba-Geigy, I mean, Danny DeVito didn't get the way he looks by accident. Like that happened to him.
What, handsome? Superfund sites make you handsome and
Like
charming?
trollish.
Remember when he was in the Dayman musical? He actually played a troll. That was
Oh my
pretty
gosh,
great.
it was great.
Yep.
All right,
fantastic.
when the landfill was active, it received solid and liquid chemical waste and sludges, including heavy metals such as mercury, barium, and volatile organic compounds. VOC.
that's what VOC stands
VOC is good. Such as benzene and dioxins from local businesses such as paint manufacturers, electroplaters, printers, and other industries that use solvents and petroleum.
Yeah, just put it in the ground. That's fine.
Yeah,
Next
that's
to
fine. Yeah.
huge, massive bodies of water.
Right
not a
next
big
to
deal.
the fresh water that supplies our country with fresh water and food and fish and oh my gosh. I'll keep going. On May 10th, 1993, the Pfohl Brothers landfill was classified for cleanup by the United States Environmental Protection Agency as a Superfund site. NYD 980507495. Remediation done by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation included the removal of 4,734 on-site drums, as well as contaminant of the landfill, as significantly reducing the potential for exposure to contaminated materials at the site.
Nice. And access to most of the site is restricted by a fence, but drainage ditches with runoff from the landfill lie outside the fence area and are accessible to the public. Amazing.
Yeah, just go there and collect your drainage.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah. You make wine out of it.
Several drainage ditches discharge into Ellicott Creek.
Yeah.
Arrow Lake lies north of the site. Both the lake and the creek are used by community for recreational fishing. Jesus Christ. 10 homes are located within 200 feet, 61 meters of the area of contaminated soil.
So it says within 200 feet of the that just means those houses are on contaminated soil.
Yeah, exactly.
They're playing footsie with it, but it's, yeah.
That's where it's been designated that it's contaminated. That doesn't mean that that's
when those houses
fall.
fall into the earth from just random death or oil or acids burning it away. There's not gonna be any question of why it happened.
Yeah, exactly. The area near the landfill is residential and commercial. Wetlands border. Jesus Christ! Wetlands border the creek, and a drainage ditch and a wetland was located on what is now the central portion of the project. Jesus fucking Christ!
Isn't it ruin your life?
This is like Mr. Burns level shit. Yeah. This is fucking crazy. All right, so this is short.
It's
article,
short,
though.
but I wouldn't consider this a stub.
No, it's good. It's got
It's
loads
good.
of info.
Yeah, lots of info, and it's short. See also landfills in the United States, and list of Superfund sites in New York. There's more Superfund sites in New York.
Of course.
Gross.
There's Superfund sites that are checkered all the way. It's all
Tom's
up and down
River is pretty much the town of Superfund.
Yeah, and there was I think Old Bridge also has a Superfund site in it.
Oh, fucking gross.
Just all up and down the East Coast, brother, because it's just,
Yeah. What are you going to do with your chemical waste to fuel? What are you going to do with the stuff that you
Well, also, what are you going to do when you're trying to maximize profit and it costs money to safely dispose of toxic chemicals?
What's the cheapest way
Exactly.
to maximize profit and then
See, Guy, what you're not considering is you're all over here just being horrified by how dangerous and bad it is for society and bad for the health of communities around it.
But what about those rich people's money?
What about the shareholders?
Exactly. What about the shareholders' value?
What about the shareholders retaining the value of their stocks? You didn't think about that, did you, Guy?
God,
I'll accept a written apology and nothing less.
I hate Milton Friedman so much.
Who the fuck is Milton Friedman?
He's the guy who created the type of capitalism that we are living in right now.
You mean just capitalism in general?
No, there is a.
I really don't care, Guy. This is an apolitical podcast.
This is not political.
Give me the shortest version of it,
okay,
please.
there's two forms of capitalism. There's the Adam Smith version of capitalism and the Milton Friedman version of capitalism.
Which one is Keynesian?
I don't know.
Which one's from the Austrian school?
I don't know. The Adam Smith version is a utopian meritocracy where everybody works
which couldn't
hard,
exist.
Which doesn't exist. Which no utopia
will never exist.
No utopia can exist.
No capitalist utopia can exist.
Definitely, yes. But what he is everybody strives for excellence, and you get the best for all of society. Which is
sounds gay.
Yes, Milton Friedman's is to maximize shareholder value at and push laws to the extreme for shareholder value. The what's called the company or the corporation or the people or the people running the company have no they have no moral or any kind of moral compass to follow. Their only guidance is shareholder value.
That also sounds extremely gay.
Yeah, that's Milton Friedman.
Okay, well there we go. Fuck him. And shout out to the gay community. I'm sorry for equating the word gay to mean stupid.
Shout out to Adam Smith because even though he was he developed the form of capitalism that a form of capitalism, it was mostly because of evolutionary science that he was like that he got. It was a capitalism in like nature.
Oh yeah, a lot is the same way that your boy that you're a big fan of, Jordan Peterson, says that everything that he says is based in nature. Yeah, gotcha.
No.
And his criticism of Marx is that none of Marx's teaching have anything to do with natural law.
No, a lot of Marx's stuff has to do with.
Yeah, I know,
natural-
because
I mean,
I'm
like,
joking because Jordan Peterson's a fucking idiot who doesn't actually read anything.
Yeah,
He's
he is stupid.
dumb.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't eat. I think he doesn't eat vegetables.
He went on an all meat diet for a very long time.
Probably
I don't know.
smells horrible.
Probably he's Canadian.
What does that have to do with anything?
Canadians are smelly.
Really?
Oh yeah, big time.
I've never met a smelly Canadian.
You haven't met a Canadian then, my friend.
Oh, I
Why
know
do you think
some-
they're always saying sorry? They're apologizing for their stench.
Oh,
Yep. It's true.
all right.
So
Whatever.
anyway, we got references, Superfund Internet Information System, Site Progress Profile, Pfohl Brothers Landfill, U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, June 23rd, 2009, which gave February 15th, 2012. Then number 2,
thanks.
we got ATSDR, Public Health Assessments and Health Consultants, Pfohl Brothers Landfill, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, October 28th, 2009. Archived from the original on March 6th, 2010. Retrieved February 15th, 2012.
External links: EPA, Pfohl Brothers Landfill.
You're not clicking on that.
Nope. We got this is last edited 1 year ago by Green Sea Bot.
Green Sea Bot, shout
Green
out.
Sea Bot.
Green Sea Bot. And then we got related articles, which is Munisport. And we got the
That's probably another-
Kalamazoo Super Fun
Hell
site.
yeah,
Shout out to
Kalamazoo.
the rock band The Spits, who are originally from Kalamazoo.
Shout out
Michigan.
to the original Gibson factory in Kalamazoo.
Hell yeah. Kalamazoo is just a fucking sick name.
It is a good name.
I love it.
I love it.
Kalamazoo. It's
I-
fun to say. It's easy to say.
It's probably a native. I'm sorry. It's probably
be-
an indigenous people
Yeah.
name. Like probably
Could be. Or a misunderstanding of a
Yeah,
indigenous
yeah.
word or whatever. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Not looking it
Bula
up.
Landfill, super fun site in Escambia County, Florida. Oh, Florida probably got a lot of those.
Shout out Florida. Honestly,
Shout down Florida. Shout
no.
down.
Honestly,
Florida.
the more I think about it, the more I realize that Florida is kind of turning into like a sister state of New Jersey. Like we're kind of the
Not
same.
in a good way. Nope.
No. Like everything's across the board. Everything's getting bad, guy.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
everywhere is getting bad.
Yeah,
across the
everything, everywhere, all at once, getting worse.
Yeah. So, but in that time, I feel like there's sort of this like psychic connection that's happening between New Jersey and Florida, mainly because there's so many people who move back and forth between Florida and New Jersey.
Yeah, but I think like the people that move from New Jersey to Florida and Florida, like they're not good people. They're boomers.
That's not true. I know a lot of people who move from Florida to New Jersey.
Yeah, those are the good people because they stay here. But the people,
No, they kind of jump back and forth. Some of them.
I'm
There's a lot of good people in Florida too. You know. You went to Florida for the first time with me. Remember?
no,
When-
that was the first time I went with you.
Yeah, well, the
But-
first time we went to Florida together,
Yeah.
we were driving around, and I specifically remember there was a man standing in the median of a kind of highway situation. He was standing on the grassy medium, and he had a bunch of shovels. He had 2 shovels in his hand and a bunch of shovels laid out at his feet, and he had a sign that said, "Shovels for sale."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you said, Guy, what did you say?
I don't remember.
You said, "I really think I could move here. I
Well,
could see myself living here."
I mean, yeah,
you are a Florida man.
yeah, but like,
You fit the profile of a
yeah,
Florida man.
I get it. I get it. It's like I would like, yeah,
You would thrive there.
I would, but like at what cost?
You would do well. How much
Like,
does it cost to live in New Jersey? It's fucking expensive up
I'm not
here.
talking about the cost of that.
Monetarily.
I'm saying the cost to society. Like me going
Sure.
down there and thriving is probably the worst thing that could happen for the world.
Could be.
Yeah, like I like
It wouldn't make it much worse,
the,
though.
It's the
How-
origin story of a villain.
Supervillain.
Super villain. But like I go down there, like I become like a real Florida man. I start like riding alligators in pools.
You discover meth.
I find meth. I
brother.
buy lots of guns.
The day that you
I-
discover meth and like it is a bad day.
I
for
hot
most of you.
rod up a pickup truck so it looks like a monster truck. I start running over people just for the like they'll never stop me because I
No, because here's the thing: they can't ever stop you because you grew up in this area, which is a Superfund site.
Exactly.
If the Superfund chemicals didn't kill you, literally nothing will.
I'm like an evil toxic Avenger.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
bad toxic Avenger.
Yeah, exactly, the bad one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Guy, in closing, what did we learn this episode?
Chemicals are necessary
Yes.
and good for the world.
Yes.
You know, we need them in our drinking water.
Because they create the products that we need, like crap that we keep in our homes for like a week and then throw back into the garbage.
We need as much plastics and chemicals as possible because
Forever plastics.
Listen, like
I don't have enough plastic
this
in
world would not be good if there wasn't billionaires. We need billionaires. We need them to run the world.
Who else is going to put all this plastic in my nuts?
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to like take care of like all of the other things? Like who's gonna take care of the incoming tsunamis and superstorms coming in here?
Not
like
going to be me.
Yeah, who's going to like go on to like X and start berating
band?
people?
The band?
No, the Twitter website and start berating people for living in fire zones or whatever. Like we need our billionaires. We need them to be slightly Nazis.
I need them in my bed.
Yeah. And
I need to hold them.
Yeah.
And I need to feel held by them.
yeah. Billionaires are
I
comforting.
need them to run their fingers through my greasy hair.
Yeah. CEOs run the world.
I just need them to whisper directly into my ear. You know, like when somebody whispers and you can just kind of feel like the fibers of their body hair just sort of lightly touch the inside of your
love
ear.
you.
And they say, it's going to be okay, PJ. Listen,
It's gonna be okay.
Listener, it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
PJ.
I'm Guy.
All right, and bye. Listener, I love you, but also I'm sorry that you're so stupid.
Love your billionaire.
I love
CEO.
you. Bye.
Bye.